Hi everyone, my name's Alison. Welcome to my channel, Ancient Oak Psychic Arts. Today I'm going to do a general reading for the sign of Libra. I'm going to go ahead and pull your overall energy, look at any guidance and advice from Spirit, and also look at any opportunities or challenges that you have coming in and how you can use that to your advantage. So this is good for all placements of Libra. And remember, this is a general reading, so please take what resonates and leave the rest. And yeah, some of you saw, I already posted Libra and Aquarius. For some bizarre reason, the volume wasn't there. So I am redoing today. So thank you for letting me know that there was no audio. That's the first time that that's ever happened, and I don't know what it is. I've tested it today, and it works fine, so I have no idea what it was. I know Android had an update on Tuesday for me, at least on my phone. So I don't know if that had something to do with it, but I've been using my mic on my lives and with clients. So honestly, I'm not sure what happened. So let's see how this goes today. All right, everybody. Here we go. I've cleansed, shuffled, and I've meditated, and I've asked for the strongest energy to come through in the cards for Libra. And don't forget to stick around for the end. I do have a lot of announcements to make. A lot of changes have happened. All right, what does the universe want to tell Libra today? We have 10 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles, the King of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. The wheel turns in your favor. That is amazing. I mean, almost every single sign almost has gotten the Wheel of Fortune this round of readings, because I do Virgo through Pisces, and because I have my exact order, Earth, Air, Fire, Water. You guys know I'm a Virgo, Gemini moon, and my ascendant is Capricorn. So I have my order that I do it in, but it's amazing. The energy is so incredible. After we left all those, all those retrogrades behind, another 10. The 10 of Cups. Let me pull the rest of the cards. The Queen of Pentacles for your opportunity. Ace of Swords, a gift and blessing from the universe and a new beginning. Your challenge is the Six of Wands. I'm telling you, a lot of energy. Yay, let me turn my fan on. You know I'm in Florida. It's hot, hot, hot. We didn't even have a spring. It went right into summer. That's what it feels like. All right, so let's take a look around the room. We have that one ace, and then for the major arcana, we have just the one, the Wheel of Fortune. Well, that's a great one to have. All right, so let's go ahead and look at your recent past. I'm going to pull your energy first. This is going to be the 10 of Wands. So in your recent past, this is telling me that you've taken on a lot of work, a lot of burdens, maybe responsibilities from other people in addition to what you're doing in your own life, and you're burning yourself out. So it was about you looking at your energy and maybe calling some of it back. So it's like you're stretched too thin. And we'll get clarifiers in a minute. And then in your present energy, 10 of Pentacles. So maybe all that hard work paid off. You might be pretty exhausted, but here it is. This is what's most important, you living your idealized life. Friends, family, pets under the table. For me, these candles represent you having the enlightenment of knowing what is most important in this world, and that's going to be your connections with other people. Your friends, having quality friends, family, having beautiful quality family, you know, investing in friends and family. And if you own your own business, invest in your employees. Choose carefully, right? Because just because you're choosing them doesn't mean that they're qualified, or it doesn't mean that they're quality. You really hone that skill of attracting the quality people to you. And that's what this is saying, their idealized life. Celebrating that, having that feeling of joy. Then we get into your near future, and we've got this King of Swords. This is you now looking at everything. Maybe there's something that you're working on, something that you're trying to bring in, or maybe you're looking at your life path, and you're just kind of taking in all the information around you. You're doing this in a very intellectual way. This is air, so this is perfect for you, Libra. This is you really processing it in your head, leaving emotions at the door, right? You're taking that calm, cool, relaxed, digesting all this information, and then you make a sound judgment at the end, what direction you want to go in, you know, if there's any changes you want, if you're a visionary, what is it that you want to do going forward. You're really taking all that information in, and you're doing it from a very mature standpoint. That's a king. So, you know, you're looking at things based in reality, and I love that, because, you know, I am all for having a vision and going for it, but you're looking at this in reality. So that means you're looking at calculated risks. You know, you're measuring things up to make the best decision for you. That's your current energy. So let's get some clarifiers to get more information. Let me do a quick shuffle. All right, here we go. Eight of Wands, excuse me. Page of Wands, the Temperance card, the Page of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, who's now here twice, literally right below it, and the Four of Wands. Okay, so when we're looking at this, we've got this Ten of Wands, looking at your energy in your recent past, being clarified by the Eight of Wands and the Page of Wands. So it's all energy. This is all fire, right? So this is about you having these gifts and blessings coming in, maybe even some omens that are coming your way. It has to do around your energy. These are messages that are coming in. Maybe you're getting a message that says, hey, you know, dial it back a little bit so you don't get sick. Because for me, when you get to that Ten of Wands, if you're working that hard and you're not taking care of yourself, you're not getting the right rest, you know, and having that feeling of recovery, having a couple days off for yourself, the next stage is you get sick. Your body will make you sick, a cold, the flu, something like that, so that you're forced to take a time out in bed, and then you have to delegate some responsibilities. You can't do them because you're recovering. So again, look at your energy before you get to that stage. But this is your recent past. But this is telling me that you might have some messages about, maybe your body is telling you in advance, hey, maybe somebody else is telling you, a family member, hey, you know, why don't you take a day off? Go walk on the beach, go walk in the mountains, in a park, wherever it might be, where you just get a little bit of break, time to yourself. But you've got some messages coming in. So that could also be something that you're working on, you know, something that you're trying to attain. You know, what, maybe it's at school, maybe it's at work, retirement. This could be around travel. This could be around housing. Maybe you're getting ready to sell your house. You're looking at messages that are coming in. It's that kind of energy. Finances, your health. And then we also have this Page of Wands. This is about you taking action, taking the first step towards something. That's why it's kind of telling me, well, maybe you're also working towards something new. And that could very well be that your energy has gone towards something that has come into a completion, and that is also the end of your energy being expended that way. And you're able to regroup and then go now in a different direction, or, you know, continue on if that's something you're still working on. That's your recent past. Then we look at your present energy with this Ten of Pentacles, and it's being clarified by the Temperance card and the Page of Swords. So this Temperance card is really talking about you really being in this position of harmony. So now your energy is balanced. So maybe you were able to take a time out or to go in a different direction. I think that you had an aha moment with that Eight of Swords, or I keep saying swords, the Eight of Wands. And now you're being brought back into balance. You're alchemizing your energy. You're taking maybe that burnout and you're turning it into something good. You pushed yourself just enough and you were able to pull back, take a break, and maybe you can keep going at that stage, or maybe it's just you taking this vacation and you're turning any negative energy or an energy drain, you're alchemizing it into re-energizing yourself. That will put you on this path to glory. But this is allowing you to have your mind, body, soul in alignment. It's in balance right here, and that's a beautiful energy. Along with this Page of Swords, I think you're still seeking something. I feel like there's something that you want to create. There's something that you've got your eye on, and you're doing the groundwork for it right now. Whether it's going to be, you know, a relationship, whether it's going to be a job, finances, your health, but you're really looking at you're asking questions and you're looking at answers. You're really doing some research right now. So, I mean, even if it's a relationship, I think you're doing your groundwork. You're checking into them. Maybe you're doing a background search. Maybe you're seeing, are they really who they say they are? Maybe it's one of those things where you're asking them directly a lot of questions, which is great to get the answer using your discernment, feeling into the situation. But whatever it is, I feel like you're really doing some research, which turns into then your near future, where I told you you're taking this type of assessment of everything that's going on. And again, whatever aspect of your life in the 3D, you're really taking in a lot of information. And that's being clarified by the Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. So this Queen of Pentacles is really talking about you being grounded, stable, and secure in what it is that you're doing. So it's nice energy, this king with this queen. The kings have an outward focus out into the realm, whereas the queens have more of an inward focus. So she knows her worth and value and the worth and value of the pentacle. She's worked really hard to get here. She also attracts a lot of abundance and prosperity. So as you're taking in all this information to figure out what it is you want to do and in whatever direction of your life that you want to go in, again, I love this. You're being really rational about it. You're a realist because she's grounded, stable, secure, practical. She's very structured. And that just tells me that, you're based in reality. And that is so important because some people are just gone, right? We know those people. We love the dreamer aspect of it, but then you need that practical application to make that dream happen. And that's what I'm seeing here. You're grounded in reality and you have that practical application. And that's also being clarified by the Four of Wands. This is the 1111 card. This is a card about celebration. It's about freedom. This gateway is opened up for you to walk through to begin this type of energy. And I want to say acceleration. Jesus, I can't talk today. Excuse me. So this type of acceleration that's coming in, but it's this acceleration in a type of celebratory way. Because these people are all about celebrating. And it could be a milestone. Maybe it's an aha moment you're celebrating. Maybe it's new connections, new people. If it's a relationship you're going for, this is also the card of marriage. Maybe you're celebrating the next stage in your relationship, or maybe you literally are getting married or you're going in that direction, a long-term committed relationship. Wow, that is your current energy, Libra. A lot of positive things there for you. Even with that first card with that 10 of Wands, you have turned it into a positive. Remember, you've alchemized it. So a lot of beautiful energy there for you. Okay, let's go ahead and look at the guidance and advice from Spirit. 3 cards, and then I'll pull clarifiers. Wheel of Fortune, the 10 of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles again. Because I have to say, right above it, when you look at my table, it's like this. So we have this queen, grounded, stable, secure, like I said, and then it's the same card, different deck. So, oops, am I putting it back right? Yeah, let me put it back here. Okay, so when we're looking at these cards, okay, the Wheel of Fortune turns in your favor. It's up to you to grab it, to not sit back passively, right? If you procrastinate, you're not going to get anywhere. The wheel's going to pass you by. In fact, you probably won't even see the wheel. You're too busy on the couch watching TV, popping nachos or something. It's something that you're just not going to see. But this is luck and right timing. This is really saying that things are lining up for you. But again, you have to have eyes to see it. Then we have the 10 of Cups. This is happy, joyful family. These are unicorns. In fact, they're dappled unicorns, making them even rarer. And this is an opportunity for you to really be happy with whatever version of your family it is, right? Whether it's pets, whether it's people and pets, whatever your version of family. But these people, in this case, unicorns, they have chosen to be happy. Some people choose to be miserable. They have chosen to be happy. And that's something that Spirit is saying. So maybe if you're a little depressed or a little down, choose happiness. Switch your vibration, your frequency. Level up, and you'll feel the change. And when you do that, you're also more likely to see good luck. So luck and right timing coming your way so that you've got that frequency. The third card is the Queen of Pentacles. This is a reminder, while this is also a clarifier in your near future to have that kind of energy, it's a reminder to really focus on that energy, to be grounded, stable, secure, very practical, very structured, that is going to really, I think it's going to reward you tenfold, that kind of energy, that by you keeping your feet on the ground in a very loving, open-hearted way, you're really attracting a lot of abundance and prosperity to you in the 3D. So maybe relationships, so platonic, romantic, maybe getting a new pet, having a child. It's that kind of energy. Also, your finances, attracting abundance to you, paying attention to your finances, making sure this is the right investment for you if you're doing investments. Your health, doing a check-in on your health. Are you on the right path? Are you seeing the results you want with what it is that you're doing? Then we're also looking at housing, location, travel, education. You're kind of doing a check-in, but you're definitely grounded in reality, and that is something that's really going to benefit you. All right, so let's get some clarifiers. We've got the Four of Cups, the Sun card, the most positive card in the deck, the the Strength card, the Three of Cups. That's what happens when I channel sometimes. Two of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. Okay, so with this Wheel of Fortune, it is being clarified by the Four of Cups and the Sun. And yes, I am now going to have to be blocking stuff like that out because of the censorship on YouTube, and Rumble will probably be there. So I had to ruin my deck as far as I'm concerned, because it destroys the artwork and it looks kind of stupid. But there we have it. So this is the first video I'm making with the adjusted Rider-Waite. The other decks don't have nakedness on it, so I don't have to do that. It's kind of stupid, but here we are. Okay, so this Wheel of Fortune is being clarified by the Four of Cups and the Sun card. So again, this is about you raising your vibration, and I just want to point this out. This is the most positive card in the deck, and this one's about you being in a lower vibration. So it's for you to choose. You choose what direction you want to go in. Choose the high road. Choose the higher frequency, the higher vibration. Choose the positivity, right? Choose the life that you want. You make the choices. Think about it. So for luck and right timing, you have a choice. You can be in a lower vibration and miss this gift and blessing from the universe. In other words, you're going to miss this wheel, like I was saying. I love the way Spirit works. You can't make this up. You will miss this gift and blessing from the universe because you're in a lower vibration. He's got a blockage. You see, his arms are folded over his heart chakra. So really pay attention to your energy and how you're using it, and your emotions, because obviously your emotions affect everything, right? And then we've got the Sun card, the most beautiful card in the deck, the most positive card in the deck. This is about you following your inner child. This is you striving for what you love, what it is that you want to do, being incredibly enthusiastic about it. This is you being divinely blessed by God with what it is that you want to do. You go to the light. You go to what is positive, okay? I feel that this is something that Spirit is saying, go to the light. If you're on the border, if you're having a hard time, maybe if you're suffering from depression or whatever it might be, or if you just are a little frustrated right now, take a look at that and go towards the light. Go towards the positivity. Do something that you love to snap yourself out of it. Be around people that you love. Do something that you love that's going to shift up that energy. All right? Go to a sound bath. Do something. Do those tinction bells. Oh my God. That will definitely change that energy. And do something that you genuinely love. Then we have this Ten of Cups. Happy, joyful family. Remember, they've chosen to be happy. Choose to be happy, and that's your way out. Most positive card in the deck. There's a theme here. So, Ten of Cups, happy, joyful family, is being clarified by the Strength card and the Three of Cups. This is the high vibing card. Okay, this is the 3, this is the 4. You see the difference? So this is also saying maybe you need to be around other people to get that vibration up. Friends, family, maybe it's strangers. To just go and be around your tribe. Maybe people you don't even know, and it's just to raise your vibration. Something that's celebratory that really gets you vibing high. To stay in that frequency. And then this is the Strength card. This is your strength and courage to do it. This is your strength and courage to dig deep. And first of all, recognize if you're in a lower vibration, and 2, then do something about it. This is your strength inside you. You're taming that inner beast of self-doubt, of frustration, of maybe something that is depressing, something that happened. It's your reaction to it, and this is your way out. Tap into your strength and courage. You might find you're more resilient than you give yourself credit for. And this is a wonderful learning opportunity for you to then motivate yourself to move forward in life, and it'll switch that energy because Spirit wants you to grab the wheel. luck and right timing. Be in that vibration. Use your discernment to see it, because the universe can present you with good and bad, right? Good and bad opportunities, choices. It's up to you to be able to see it. And if you're in a higher frequency, bingo, you really see it for what it is. Then the last card in the guidance and advice from Spirit is the Queen of Pentacles. Again, same card, different deck. It's here twice for you, being clarified by the Seven of Cups and the Two of Swords. This is really saying you have a lot of choices, good and bad. This is, this is a mixture. You need to use your discernment. If you don't have clarity, that's okay. Wait. You don't have to pull the trigger right away. This is about you waiting for clarity, using your discernment. Remember, you've got two sword cards in your energy, that Page of Swords and that King of Swords, where you're thinking about things, you're looking at things, you're asking questions, you're getting answers. Wait until you have your clarity, because it's definitely there in your energy. So Spirit is saying you have a lot of choices coming in. Wait for clarity. This Two of Swords, trust your intuition. See how she's blindfolded? If you don't have your clarity, wait. Use your intuition. Think outside the box. Okay, this is either or. It's that binary thinking, but there's, represented by these islands, but there's a third island in the back. Think outside the box. Either or in a third place solution. You don't have to do just this or just that. You don't have to think in a narrow fashion. Open your mind. Look at the other options that are out there. Spend some time sitting with it and see what is right for you. But this, again, she might have a blockage. Wait for clarity. But trust your intuition. Trust your inner knowing and your sacred self. And that will help guide you. So that is the guidance and advice from Spirit. Now we're going to look at your opportunity and then your challenge. So your opportunity is the Ace of Swords. This is a gift and blessing from the universe and a new beginning. So far, this is the only ace, and this is your Ace of Air. This is the Ace of Clarity, having that triumphant breakthrough in thought and in a vision of seeing something. So this could be a new beginning of you standing in your truth, of you seeing the truth for what it is, maybe a certain situation or a relationship or whatever is going on for you. And it doesn't have to be limited to one thing. It could be a multitude of things. This could be you having that big aha moment. This could be you having a conversation, because swords are also not just the sword of truth that, by the way, can cut both ways, but it's also communication. Maybe you need to speak your truth. Maybe you need to hear the truth, but it's being spoken and it's there for you. That is an opportunity that's coming in for you. Then we look at your challenge position, the Six of Wands. Now, is the challenge impossible? No. The challenge just means you have to work a little harder at it, and when you do, it's incredibly rewarding. The challenge just means, with this Six of Wands, victory and success after a struggle. However, it's a challenge because maybe the struggle is a little more than you thought it was going to be. Maybe it's taking you a little longer to get there because you're looking for clarity. But let's get some cards and find out. That means you can have that victory and success, but it definitely comes after a struggle. All right. So, which means it'll be very rewarding. You've worked hard to get it. So let's get those clarifiers. Ten of Cups, again, same card, different deck. I'll show you in a second. Seven of Swords, the King of Pentacles, and the Devil card. Okay, so let me show you this. First of all, I'm going to show you. This is same card, different deck. This is in the guidance and advice from Spirit as the main card. And now it's a clarifier in your opportunity. And what a beautiful opportunity. Happy, joyful family. And again, they're choosing to be happy. Choosing to be happy. All right, so the opportunity, the Ace of Swords, being clarified by the Ten of Cups and the Seven of Swords. So again, choosing to be happy. That vibration is going to allow you to have this epiphany, to stand in your truth. It's going to give you a lot of strength and courage, and this is something that is definitely coming in loud and clear for you. Then we have the Seven of Swords. This is about you being strategic. Maybe there's some people around you that you don't tell your truth to right away. Maybe they can find out later. Maybe they're going to try and sabotage you. This is you being strategic with how you want to present your information. Maybe it's someone that might be around you at work, or friends or family that might be a little jealous. Or maybe it's a friend of a friend, right? But this is about you being very strategic right now with what is coming in. I don't feel that you're trying to run away, because that card can also be someone running. That's not the vibration that's coming here. I feel that you have to be strategic about it. So maybe you have your cards close to your chest for a little while before you do a reveal. It's that kind of energy. All right, that is your opportunity. So your challenge is the Six of Wands. Victory and success after a struggle and something that you're going through. Could be finances or relationship, right? Retirement. You know, maybe it's a struggle to retire because we're uncertain about the economy right now. Do you have enough money? What happens if inflation hits in 3 or 4 years? Are you going to be okay? It's that kind of energy. So really take a good look at it. But I feel that, you know, you're going to be very successful with it, whatever the outcome is. Being clarified by the King of Pentacles and the Devil. And again, I had to butcher my card. This is the dumbest looking thing ever, but I'm sorry I had to do it. And I'm going to do it for him too. I just saw that just because. So retarded. All right. So the King of Pentacles, he's worked really hard to get to this position. Now you've got the Queen of Pentacles here twice, and now you have the King. So talk about being very grounded, stable, secure, knowing your worth and value. He has worked really hard to get to this position. He knows his worth and value and the worth and value of the Pentacle, and they are not going to give it up. This is a lot of structure that's coming in for you, and that is what is going to help you achieve your goal. Structure is what you need to be able to have this victory and success. So maybe you need to write it down on paper and figure out what it is that you want to do. Have an action plan for yourself. Then we have the Devil card. This is telling me that you might have some toxic people around you. So if that's the case, then you know what to do. Are those toxic people taxing your energy and keeping you in a lower frequency and a lower vibration? It's also coming down to the music you listen to, the shows you watch. Everything has an impact on you energetically. And maybe it's also time for you to reassess what it is that you are feeding your soul right now. And then recalculate. It's okay. Recalibrate yourself. So again, this is about being aware that there's some toxicity in your life. And I would say it's calling attention to it for you to take an action on it. Either to just be aware of it, and then maybe later on you make a decision, or maybe it's you being aware of it and then you choose to remove it. If you are wallowing in it and you're enjoying that toxicity, well, then maybe this reading isn't for you, because some people are. There's some people in society that really won't change. They don't want to better themselves. They're enjoying that, wallowing in shit. So, okay, that being said, this is what I have for you for today, Libra. That is your opportunity. That's your challenge. It's there for everybody, yet not everybody grabs it, yet it is available. All right, everybody, if you could, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And leave a comment if this resonates with you. And definitely leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. You know I'm getting ready to leave to go to New Zealand and Australia. I cannot wait. It's right around the corner. It's probably a month away. What's today? No, it's less than a month away. I'm probably looking at 3 weeks, and I'm super excited. So definitely let me know where you're at, and watch my video I put out on Australia and New Zealand just to get an idea. And another reminder, I just put a membership up on YouTube. YouTube was emailing me, asking me to do it, so I went ahead and put that up. It is brand new. If that's something you're interested in and you'd like to support the channel, by all means, go ahead and join. You can also visit my website, ancientoakpsychicarts.com. The link is in the description below. There you can go ahead and book a personal reading with me, sign up for the missing person consultation, and I have my 16-week manifestation masterclass coming out June 1st. You will be able to sign up in the next couple of days. The web designer is doing it as we speak. So I was hoping it would be up this weekend. It's going to be up at the beginning of the week, and we are good to go. You can also sign up for my free newsletter that's at the bottom of every single page. I have not put out a newsletter yet. I'm not really into that. However, I'm going to change that, where I at least do it every 2 weeks to a month. but I'm waiting to get the sign up so I can release an early bird. So if you want that manifestation class, I'm going to release an early bird special. Now, you know I do not discount my readings ever, and I do not discount my classes. This will be the only discount that is coming as of this point. I just don't do that with my services. I know my worth and value, like the Queen of Pentacles. So for me, I'm giving people a discount for early bird sign up for 2 weeks. After that, it goes to full price. And I will post that, and I'll show you what the full price is and what the discount is, and you decide for yourself if that's something you're interested in. It is 16 weeks. It is a commitment, and we will meet every single week because I want to hold you accountable and answer questions in real time. If you cannot make it, then you can watch it in replay. All right. What else to tell you? So I also do private lessons in tarot, manifestation, raising your vibration, if that's something you need help with. And I have a section on my website called Alison's Picks. And by the way, that's in the Learning Center. And I have Alison's Picks, which is skin like butter. She's got all kinds of wonderful deals. And Roger's Hood Apothecary. Definitely check that out. I interviewed the founder about a month ago. We spoke about the parasite cleanse, the parasite cleanse, the mold cleanse, the lymph kit, and then the fulvic soak. So if you haven't seen that, go back and watch it to get an idea, because let's face it, if you have a warm body, you've got parasites. That's the nature of biology. If you need to do a cleanse, definitely watch that. She has a wealth of information on her site. Go through the affiliate link and check it out. And if you want, try her products. I'm on her parasite cleanse. I did 30 days, 7 days off. I started on Easter, the second 30 days. I'm choosing to do it for 5 months. You don't have to. I'm just choosing to do that. And then I'm going to be doing her mold cleanse and her lymph kit. So I already have both of those here, and I'm going to be trying that when I get back from Australia, because I'm not doing it while I'm on my trip. That's just too much. And I don't want to take it through customs. It's just too much of a hassle. Anyways, so what else? I go live twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. If you've never seen me go live, you can show up on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or on Thursday morning. That's right, it's a morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I answer your questions. It is by donation. You can submit your questions in advance through PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, or live PayPal, Venmo, Stripe, or SuperChat. So my rates are also changing, so look for that. YouTube takes 40%. So I would prefer it if you could do PayPal, Venmo, or Stripe. The Super Chat is going to be going up in price because they take 40%. So look for that coming this Tuesday. This is the first time I'm announcing it, so just be aware of that. And what else to tell you? I think that's it. If you haven't seen me go live, you can go and watch a previous episode to get an idea about what it's like. It's a lot of fun. All right, everybody, that's a mouthful. Sending you lots of love. Bye for now.